New on 4K is Severance, the 2006 slasher movie that I saw in the cinema. I've seen a few times since then, and I really enjoy this one. Its mix of horror with black comedy, with a great cast of characters, just makes it something that I can sit down and enjoy.
All right, that's quite enough. I won't stand for this unprofessional behaviour.
It's about a group of sales representatives for a multinational arms manufacturer who embark on a corporate retreat in the backwoods of Hungary. Their weekend of paintballing and team building exercises take a gruesome turn when they realise that they are being hunted by a group of deranged killers who have a grudge. As their numbers dwindle, office politics and survival instincts collide in darkly hilarious ways. What I love most about Severance is the group of characters. Now, I don't like all of them, but I understand them. They're all iterations or variations of people that I have encountered in my day-to-day life, and I quickly fall into the rhythm of routine of seeing these people. It feels like a group of people who have been working together for way too long, who know way too much about each other and use that, often weaponizing it to tear each other down.
In the rules that
this is total war, there are no rules.
Right, well, it's ow!
But for me, the star of the show is Danny Dyer. I think he is hilarious here. He is someone who is taking this as a holiday, not as the corporate job that it is, but it's something for him to have a little bit of fun in. And you can see him all the way through it. He's his own character. He doesn't really go with everyone else and does his own thing, whether that's a good or a bad thing. It doesn't really matter because it's often hilarious and the results are often wonderful. Now, director Christopher Smith, who did The Wonderful Creep, the Even Better Triangle, directs this, and he is someone that's obviously very familiar with slashers. He knows how to deliver the gore, how to set things up, how to build the tension and suspense throughout it, and often cutting that with some humour as well, just to alleviate some of the tension that he has been building up. It is a good British slasher film with absurd humour and escalating gore that just makes it all the more shocking. There are many moments within the film that I love, and usually when I look at horror films, it's all the sort of kill sequences or the gore or some of the tension in the chase sequences. But here, quite often, it's the interaction between the characters that brings me back to this one. Seeing them stumble through the woods as Danny Dyer's character is just, high on mushrooms and thinks he's peed himself. Like, it's just one of those sequences that keeps unravelling and gets funnier the more it continues on.
Have I pissed myself?
What?
I feel damp.
When they're sitting down eating a meal where they don't really know where it came from and what happens there, it's just this funny interaction. It's the banter that they have, the intolerance for each other because they've just spent so much time together. It's this communication that's just great. As a horror fan, it has those moments to shine as well. It has the crazed, deranged murderers chasing after these people who, although they manufacture weapons, they don't seem to be too good at defending themselves throughout this corporate retreat. Now, I just saw a Blu-ray which was pretty good, but the 4K is excellent. It is an absolute revelation from the forest locations, the night sequences. You have a kind of depth and clarity that wasn't there on the Blu-ray. The HDR grading really boosts the contrast, and the film's kind of earthly palette shines without over-exaggerating the gore. The audio, though, is fantastic. And I've said this many times, when it comes to 4K discs, the pictures are always really good, but the audio is something next level. And here again is just fantastic. There is some good extras on this disc as well, including a new interview that I want to talk about. So let's dive in and have a look at the extras. Here we are in the disc for Severance. Let's go to the special features. First up, we have a commentary with the cast and crew. Then we have interviews, which are newly recorded with Christopher Smith, which is 16 minutes 26 seconds, and as a wonderful looking back at this film, how he feels it's the most encapsulating film of his personality, building on it and the humour. And then we have actor Andy Nyman as well, which is 14 minutes 2 seconds. These two interviews are newly filmed. It's great. I love the way that they're looking back with fondness at this film with a great deal of passion. I thought these were really interesting. I could really have done with them being a lot longer because they were just so much fun. Now there's a lot of archival information here. These extras all total just over an hour in runtime, and then we have some behind the scenes features as well, which are just kind of quick. I think in total they come to about 15 minutes. They're all archival things. Deleted scenes, which are some are funny, some you can see why they've been removed. We've got some outtakes, we've got some animatics, which I always love to see, and the Lodge incident fact-finding interview. Now this is a really fun little extra, just over 6 minutes. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's something you want to put on and discover. I thought it was a great deal of fun, really inventive and just something a little bit different. Also included in this set are some art cards and a poster as well, and that's the extras for Severance. There we have it. Severance on Blu-ray and 4K is terrific. It's wickedly entertaining. It's a blend of corporate satire and survival horror, and it's elevated by some really sharp writing, some memorable kills, and an excellent cast to really deliver. The new 4K is delightful, and I would highly recommend picking this up. Way better than that other Blu-ray, which is now going to make its way onto eBay. I'd love to know your thoughts on Severance. Let me know in the comment box below whether you loved it, hated it, or felt somewhere in the middle. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff in the description box below, are links to Patreon, membership program, and Man v Film. Always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. See you next time.